I was elected in August, so I'm fairly new to this process, but I spent the previous 25 years in real estate. And in real estate, when you have a contract that has a settlement date, irrespective of differences that may come up or irrespective of where the parties are, you do settle on that date. So imagine my surprise to learn that despite the fact we have a constitutional mandated date for a budget, we ignored it this year. So my idea is, I'm here to speak about two parts to this. Number one is that we have some kind of a trigger, and some of the legislation that's been talked about it will do that if there isn't a budget in place by June 30th, we adopt either the previous year's budget or the previous year's budget with some kind of a reduction, and that there are penalties to both the legislature and the administration to stay at the table. And I think that's important too, that we continue to negotiate and stay at the table until we have a budget done. The second part is I'd like to address that we have about $70 billion of our budget, in addition to the $30 billion, that comes from the federal government in the forms of block grants and transportation and community services that just pass through the state of Pennsylvania to the counties for these services, including education and the social services. And we must do something to make sure that that federal money flows through to the counties and isn't held up just because we don't agree on 30% of the spend. So I'd like to look into legislation. I believe in the motto of you can accomplish great things if you don't care who gets the credit. My colleagues behind us, we all want to do the right thing. I'd like to invite the Democrats, especially the ones from central Pennsylvania, to join us in coming up with some kind of a system that does make sure that if there is a budget impasse in the future, and we certainly hope there won't be this year, but in the future generations, if there is a budget impasse, the students and the people that need the services most aren't held hostage or aren't punished. So I look forward to working with our colleagues, and stay tuned. We'll get together and have legislation. So thank you.